Alright, Abhishek, please do start. I have shared my screen. My screen is visible to everyone. Just confirm me if it is visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible. I can see it.
It is visible. Okay, Abhishek, please start. Please start. And like no, keep it bit comprehensive, like how you started, what are the issues you felt
Okay.
in the whole, what are the issues which you feel कि आपको लेकर डूब गए हैं, ठीक है? Like basically what you feel कि क्या क्या कमी आपने छोड़ी है, and also please do share जो मैंने आपको बोला था, but आपने उनमें से कुछ चीजें नहीं की है, ठीक है? So please just be open and please
Okay.
share each and everything.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Abhishek, and this was my fourth attempt. And so, basically, I will address how I started my preparation for me. I hope for prelims it's not required, right?
As of now,
Okay.
Abhishek,
So,
it's not required. It is not required. You just cover the mains perspective. We'll talk on the prelims later on. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Okay. So, for me, the first and the most important aspect that everyone has to cover is the syllabus because the syllabus is so vast. So, in my opinion, the syllabus should be covered first and foremost before prelims. So, I basically had a goal in my mind that I should be able to cover at least 70 to 80% of the syllabus of the main before going full-fledged into the prelims preparation, that is after February or March. So that's how I started. And there were certain factors, or should I say, note making that really helped me in this GS portion. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So let's discuss the issues that I faced. Uh, the most struggling part for me was my optional because I have a chemistry optional and it's a bit difficult to get hold on all the resources that are there in the market because it's an optional that is not taken a lot by many people. So yes, the main issue that I faced was my optional and the resources. I got the resources around November, so that gave me around 3 or so months to, kind of brush up my entire optional subject. So I had a lingering doubt in my mind ki if I would be able to cover all the portion of my optional syllabus before prelims. So I like I gave a lot of time for my optional, and I tried very hard to cover my optional subject, and I was also successful to cover entire syllabus. Uh, I think I was able to complete all the theory portion. Yes, but the most lagging part for me was the lack of time because I had got the resources very late. The lack of time to cover all the questions and all the PYQs. Uh, I gave around 20 tests for GS subjects, as ma'am would also confirm, around 20 full-length tests. So that helped me a lot in GS subject. But since I was not able to cover my optional subjects at that level as I would like them to be, so yes, that was the major sticking point for me. And on the day of my exam, when I was giving my paper one, uh, because I was not that well prepared. So just as I came out from the hall after giving my exam, I was sure कि इस बार तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. I was sure on that day itself, at that moment itself, कि yes, optional is the one sticking point that I have to cover very, very, very well in my next attempt if I am giving that. And yes, so so yes, that was the major issue I could not clear. I am pretty confident कि in my GS subjects I might be able to get some good marks. And yes, uh, but yes, that optional subject, yes, that took a heavy toll on my attempt this time. So yes, that's pretty much about the issue that I faced and why I could not clear. And yes, I also would like to thank all of you and thank ma'am a lot. She has primed me so very well, and she was always there, uh, you know, always telling me ki, like this is the mistake that you are still doing. I would also Thank you all of you for giving me your wishes, for giving me support and kind of believing in me कि yes, Abhishek का तो होना ही चाहिए. But uh, ma'am also said कि you are delayed by 1 year, so I can say that I am not disappointed. I gave 100% of my hard work that I could give, but yes, it was not meant to be because of my optional. So yes, one thing that you could take from my experience is ki prepare everything before February, before diving into your film journey. If you are not confident कि इस बार फिल्म से पहले ऑप्शनल would not be completed, so I would suggest कि first prepare your optional and other GS subjects well, and then go to prelims. So yeah, that was the prime reason I could not clear. And now I will talk about whatever ma'am had told me in my answer writing, and some of the issues that still I could not clear in my main, especially in the GS answer writing. Uh, After giving around 20 full-length mock tests, the thing that helped me a lot was answer writing practice. So I was able to complete my ethics paper around 5 minutes before timing. So yeah, I had around 10 minutes in my ethics paper after I have completed the entire paper. All right, so that is the level of preparation that I had with math. And the issues that were still there, yeah, I very distinctly remember ma'am telling me in my essay कि you take a lot of time coming to the main subject. Like you should just give a slight context to your essay and then come straight up to what you are trying to say. So that was one thing I did wrong in my essay paper. Not wrong to a level of calamity, but yes, it could have helped if I could just straightly jump off to the main subject. And in other GS papers, what I felt was key there was certain level of keywords that you require. Like there is a level, let's say it is around 20. So I was around 18, 19 of that level. So that was another major thing key. I think key it have may have affected my marks in GS. So, but yes, still I feel ki the prime reason was still my optional, and that's pretty much about it. Ma'am, you can continue if you want.
All right, thanks a lot, Abhishek. So see, like, no, this is the thing I wanted that Abhishek should speak from his mouth itself. Like, no, see, what happens yesterday, one student approached me and said that, ma'am, if I complete prelims syllabus, okay, before prelims, I would be definitely completing the prelims syllabus, but I have not touched the mains yet. So, is it wise that if I clear prelims, I would be able to complete the mains in the next 3 months? Abhishek, what you say? Like, what should be the answer of this question? That if I complete my
Yes, ma'am.
prelims syllabus before prelims, I give prelims. Fortunately, I clear
Yes,
the
ma'am.
prelims. Then would I be able, or would that student be able to complete the the 3 month task in a month or something like this? Would he be able to clear the mains if he clears
Yes,
the
ma'am.
prelims?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think that this completing of 3 months worth of syllabus in 1 month requires a lot of smart work, apart from hard work. So if a student feels that yes, they have the right tools at their disposal that they can cover entire syllabus in just 1 month, and then again revise it at least three times. Why I'm saying this because whenever the mains are approaching, like 2 or 3 weeks before, there's so much of content going around in your head that you just, if you have not revised that well, no matter how much you have completed the syllabus, you won't be able to recall that. And if you are not able to recall the content that you are searching for, that you are wanting to write in your answers, you would not be able to clearly express yourself. And especially, and yes, also you also have to give some time to answering mocks and full length tests. So yes, if you are confident that not that much of the syllabus is remaining and you can cover like um, around 20-25% of your syllabus after prelims, then sure you can go and give your prelims. And if fortune, if you are fortunate, so you might just be able to clear mains as well. But yes, I will surely recommend to anyone to complete your main syllabus before prelims as much as you can, because after prelims there is hardly any time, around 3 or so months. Uh, they are highly insufficient if you are making notes as well as preparing and revising and getting your mocks and optionals also. So yeah, that gets a bit hectic also.
Okay, again, one more question here, Abhishek, to you. Okay, suppose, like now, for example, when for the very first time when we both interacted, okay, I still remember we had the discussion over the geography sheet, might be, if I'm
Mhm.
not wrong, in the June or May
Yes,
something.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So say, Abhishek, like,
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
you had the level, like, because you have already written a mains, like, no, आपने एक already लिखा हुआ
Yes,
था.
ma'am.
So you just had a
Yes,
grip कि
ma'am.
like, ठीक है, these are the things जो मुझे करनी है. But like no,
Yes, ma'am.
suppose the student, for example, like there are many students. Okay, suppose like no, chalo, let me not take the name, but there are many students who are in their first attempt. Like जिस बच्चे ने अभी तक prelims भी नहीं दिया, या for example जिस बच्चे ने दो
Yes, ma'am.
prelims दे लिए, तीन दे लिए, ठीक है
Yes,
अभिषेक.
ma'am.
See, अभिषेक, like no,
Okay.
you know कि जैसे जैसे अटेम्प्ट बढ़ता है आपकी नॉलेज तो बढ़ती है, लेकिन आपका फ्रस्ट्रेशन,
Yes, ma'am.
इरिटेशन एंड लाइक नो आपके मेंटल ट्रोमेटिक स्ट्रेस ज्यादा हो जाता है.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो यू
Sure.
जस्ट टेल मी कि क्या एडवांटेज होती है अगर हम थोड़े फर्स्ट, लाइक नो अभिषेक, आपको खुद को यू नो कि अब आपका अभी काफी, आप एकदम लास्ट स्टेज पे आ चुके हैं, ठीक है, यू नो दिस.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
तो इफ यू थिंक लाइक नो फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि आपने जो गलतियां अभी की थी, अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल यही मिस्टेक को आपने अपने फर्स्ट या सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में ही लाइक नो काइंड ऑफ उसको रिफॉर्म कर लिया होता, अपनी स्ट्रेटेजी को थोड़ा चेंज
Yes,
कर
ma'am.
लिया होता, तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक आज क्या होता? लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर दे इन 2019 एज ऑफ नाउ, आज 2019
Yes,
चल
ma'am.
रहा है, सपोज, व्हाट यू थिंक क्या
Yes,
होता
ma'am.
आज?
So the major mistake that I did was for my optional. Uh, I I was not sure about the resources, what resources are to be there. I had a faint idea of what broad books I have to refer to. So the first mistake that I would like to rectify and would not definitely not want anyone to repeat is to get your resources right. If you have to go out in any coaching institute or any type of mentor, just go out there. Don't be like an introvert like me, and get your basics and get your resources absolutely to the point. If your resources are kind of lacking, you would just go through entire year wasting your entire time and still suffer like me because of the optional. All right, so first get your resources right, see what type of notes you are required, see what is the level of the content that UPSC requires. So that was the first mistake that cost me a lot, and I would definitely not want anyone to repeat that. All right, and the second thing that I would like to rectify was your note making. Uh, as I had said before, your notes should be crisp enough. Like there should be 2-3 level of note making. First, after you have studied general things and have a general idea about things. Secondly, when you are able to recall them on your own. And thirdly, you have to refine your notes in such a manner that, let's say you have polity, you have done already that in, let's say, 2 weeks. So you should be able to recall your polity in around 3 or 4 days whenever the exams are nearing. All right. So you must have that level of refined notes with you as the exams are nearing. So that was the second mistake I did. And third mistake I did was to be not mains prepared before the prelims. I cannot emphasize this enough. You have to be mains ready before prelims, because if you think that after prelims you will just be able to cover the entire syllabus of mains, that is the biggest trap that UPSC can ever give you. Because what will happen, let's say you have cleared prelims and you are just now entering into completing the syllabus for the main. So what will happen is you will complete the syllabus, but you will not be able to revise. And when you are going to give your main, you will just be, should I say, bamboozled by the level of the expertise and the level of facts that are required there. So you will be bamboozled, and the cycle will again repeat itself. So it will become a like a trap. You are clearing prelims, and then you are again revising for mains. So it's better to prepare for the mains first alongside your prelims, but always make sure to complete your main syllabus right before the prelims, like around February or March. So that is the third mistake. And fourth mistake is about time management. Yes, usually what happens is we give our mains answer writing test in a non-time bound manner. So around even if I'm talking about this mains 2023. After giving my prelims till around June, I was not very time bound in my answer writing. So when I gave my first full length mock test, it took me around 4 hours. All right, it took me around 4 hours to write just one paper. So after that, I decided that I should give my daily answer writing in a time bound manner. So that is the fourth thing. You should practice answer writing in a time bound manner and not wait. You will go with the time bound manner after giving your prelims, after clearing your prelims. The better you start writing in a time bound manner, the better it is. So these are the like four mistakes that I would like to rectify. And if you can take advantage of these, I would like you should not repeat them. So that's it. Yeah.
One last question from you. What do you think is the
Mm-hmm.
importance of the reviews? Like, no, suppose if I write a test, okay, I have written a test,
Yes,
suppose.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now I have done it and dusted it. Okay, I have not taken
Yes,
any
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
professional advice, any friendly advice. Like, no, just मैंने उसे लिख के उसको छोड़ दिया.
Yeah.
ओके. नाउ
Exactly.
व्हाट डू यू थिंक लाइक जो रिव्यूज थे क्या वो आपको होल में याद आ गए थे लाइक नो माय वॉइस वाज मेकिंग
Yes,
एनी
ma'am.
इकॉज की जुमी मैम इज सेइंग दिस लाइक
Yes,
नो
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
कॉडेक्स लिखो या लाइक नो ईयर लिखना मत भूलना
Yes, ma'am.
या कन्वेंशन लिखना
Yes,
व्हाट
ma'am.
यू थिंक इज द वैल्यू ऑफ द रिव्यूज.
Uh, Let me try to frame an analogy for writing answers without reviewing. It's like you are a cook, you are making food by yourself, and you are just tasting your food by yourself and saying like you are the best cook in the world. Okay, so you know you are the only person that have tasted your own food, and it is cooked by you. No one from a second point of view has tasted it. So yeah, here comes the role of a mentor, a reviewer like Juhi ma'am. They have a mindset, they have an experience that you have not yet achieved. So it's like a level of thinking that you are not there yet. So yes, reviews help you a lot. Uh, I recall that ma'am had told me about the keywords, and that was subject specific. For example, in polity, you have to write articles, you have to write the Supreme Court judgment. And when I was writing my GS2 paper, I like flooded my answers with Supreme Court judgment articles whenever it was required. As ma'am said, was there any echo? Yes, there was an echo. While writing my answers, I was recalling whatever Juhi ma'am had told me. Uh, you know, this kind of expertise that I think I'm lucky enough to have in my answers is because of Juhi ma'am's review. You know, uh, whenever you are writing your answers, there is always some loophole in there. A mentor's role is to identify those loopholes and to guide you how to avoid them. Like I've told in my GS2 answers, in history, as ma'am also have told, there should be keywords. And for history, keywords are like dates. And for polity, it's like the articles, the Supreme Court judgment. And yes, more than the written review that ma'am had provided me, it was the telephonic conversation that proved to be more crucial and more helpful for me because while writing some things just skip out of your brain. Like you are writing an answer and ma'am is reviewing it. Ma'am like to give a defined comment, but she is not able to do that. So yes, I'm very grateful कि we had telephonic reviews and yeah, surely those things helped me a lot, like really a lot. I really am grateful for this.
But Abhishek, the only one thing which I really want now that no, whatever happened, see, like no, sometimes the things happens for a good. Okay, might be
Yes,
this
ma'am.
time you were getting any three-digit rank. Suppose, like no, you were
Yes, ma'am.
not getting the IS, you were not getting the IPS. Since like no, you belong to general category, we have to consider that thing
Yes,
as
ma'am.
well. I'm not being here
Yes, ma'am.
communal. I'm not doing that thing. But the thing is like no, क्योंकि जब हम attempt की बात करते हैं, तो we know general has
Yes,
six
ma'am. Yes,
attempts.
ma'am.
जब हम बात करते हैं
Yes, ma'am.
रैंक की कि जनरल को 2 डिजिट रैंक के अंदर अंदर लाना है इफ यू वांट द आईएस
Yes, ma'am.
टू बी योर मोस्ट
Yes,
टू बी
ma'am.
ऑनेस्ट
Yes, ma'am.
ओके
Sure,
बट
sure.
एंड ऑल्सो
Yes,
लाइक
ma'am.
नो माइट बी शेक सी लाइक नो क्योंकि क्या होता है कई बार लाइफ में हमें पॉजिटिविटी क्लीन रखने के लिए भी वी हैव टू जस्ट दो रियली एक एक साल
Yes,
बहुत
ma'am.
होता है एक साल बहुत होता है ठीक है आप इस बार क्लियर
Yes,
करते
ma'am.
हैं
Sure.
होता तो वो एक अलग ही चीज होती है ठीक है
Yes, ma'am.
तो
Yes, ma'am.
टेक्नो आई एम नो वे आर जस्ट डीमीनिंग इट कि आपका नहीं हुआ तो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है डेफिनेटली
Yes, ma'am.
होता तो एक प्राउड मोमेंट डेफिनेटली आई रियली वांटेड इट ओके एंड अलॉन्ग
Yes,
विथ
ma'am.
मी
Yes, ma'am.
चलो आई वाज अ टीचर तो मेरी एक अलग बात है बट स्टूडेंट्स जिनका अगर आपका हो भी गया तो उनका कोई वो नहीं है तो दे वर वांटिंग इट लाइक नो कि रिजल्ट वाले दिन
Yes,
उन बच्चों
ma'am.
ठीक है वो आपसे नहीं पूछना
Yes,
चाहते थे
ma'am. Yes,
इन
ma'am.
सपोज अभिषेक का नहीं हुआ होगा तो उसे कैसा लगेगा ठीक है
Yes,
एंड
ma'am.
आई अप्रिशिएट कि स्टूडेंट्स इतने थॉटफुल है उन्होंने ये बात सोच के मुझसे पूछा कि चलो मैम तो जो होगा वो बता देंगे यस या नो बट अभिषेक से हम नहीं
Yes,
पूछेंगे
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
बिकॉज लाइक नो उससे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा डेफिनेटली ओके
Okay.
तो
Okay.
अभिषेक लाइक नो
Ma'am.
सिंस नाउ यू आर एन एल्डर ब्रदर यू आर एल्डर फिगर फॉर
Yes,
देम
ma'am.
दैट इज वाई
Yes,
आज का
ma'am.
सेशन मैंने इसलिए कंडक्ट करवाया सो दैट नो एक स्टूडेंट्स का आपसे डायरेक्टली कुछ कम्युनिकेशन हो सके दे शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि एक
Yes, ma'am.
स्टूडेंट क्या करता है जब उसका नहीं होता है या उसका हो जाता
Yes,
है ओके
ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to
तो
say something about this, ki, if I may.
प्लीज गो अहेड
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would consider myself very lucky, very, very lucky because I hardly recall any aspirant in their preparation stage who's getting so much support from their fellow aspirants. You know, it's kind of really elating, and I'm really saying this from my heart. I am very lucky कि I have such a support system from my fellow aspirant community. I'm really, really grateful. And it's it's really something कि they are considering me already of that stage कि नहीं अभिषेक का तो होने चाहिए. So I'm really grateful to them. I'm really grateful to Juhi ma'am also. These things just cannot be expressed by words.
Abhishek, don't worry. Next year, each and everyone will come to your house to congratulate. Okay, you have to throw a huge millionaire party for us. Okay.
Sure, sure, sure. That goes without
All
saying.
right. Now, if any one of you like no Prachi is there, Alzira, Parisma, Hi Parisma. Okay, Sanjay is there, Shikha, S, and all those students who are there. If you have anything you want to ask to Abhishek, you can definitely ask. And then after that,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will understand the mains mentorship program because some students are confused how it would be going on. So I will explain, but you have 2-3 minutes if you want to ask any question to Abhishek, you can ask.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, in that case, if you don't have any questions, let me just, like, no, Abhishek, you were also asking for this program, so let me just make
Yes, ma'am.
explain about the program. Okay?
Okay, okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, so this is the brochure of the mains mentorship program. Just like, no, have a look over this, and if you don't understand anything, you would be having the time in last to ask your doubts. Okay, just give me 1 minute, I'll be explaining.
Okay, ma'am.